Hello, NBA fans. Daily news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a fan of the Lakers show and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel and give it a like. The Lakers situation is concerning regarding player Austin Reaves, who has already publicly stated that he will attempt free agency. Will the Lakers wait for this to happen or prefer to trade him? Keegan Murray is a player who has been excelling as a young star for the Sacramento Kings. He is a versatile, modern player who knows how to attack and defend, as well as rebound and block. Born in 2000, Murray is known for being a complete player and one of the NBA's young stars. His ability to record double-doubles is another strength of his. Austin Reaves for Keegan Murray trade proposal. The Los Angeles Lakers risk losing Austin Reaves for nothing when the star guard becomes an unrestricted free agent in 2026. Although the Lakers reportedly prefer holding on to Reaves, with plans to forge a long-term backcourt with Luka Doncic, they could run into financial constraints, given their reported preference to keep their books clear for the next few off-seasons. If the Lakers make Reaves available, they are sure to attract interesting trade packages. The 27-year-old is fresh of a career-best season that saw him average an impressive 20.2 points, 5.8 assists and 4.5 rebounds at 46/38/88 shooting splits. Sports Illustrated's Ethan Hutton floated a Lakers trade proposal that would see the team acquire young 3-and-D star Keegan Murray from the Sacramento Kings. Lakers would receive Keegan Murray, 2027 first-round pick. Why the trade makes sense. Besides landing a 3-and-D star with enormous upside, the Lakers would be adding to their chest of tradable draft picks, which could come in handy in their attempt to trade for a superstar down the road. Hutton also argued that Murray would be a good fit on a Lakers team already boasting of two excellent ball handlers, Doncic and LeBron James. As such, Reaves may never reach his full potential in a Lakers uniform. Targeting Murray gives the Lakers a three-point sniper on the wing, ultimately saving money without giving Reaves an extension, he wrote. Murray also has a team option at the end of the season, giving LA a short-term commitment should the offense falter. That 2027 first-rounder also gives Pelinka much-needed future draft capital as the league's all-time leading scorer nears the end of his time in LA. Murray due for breakout season. Murray, the fourth overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft, hasn't exactly lived up to his potential yet. Last season, he saw his points, 15.2 to 12.4, and 3P%, 35.8 to 34.3, dip considerably from 2023 to 24. While some attribute that to the Kings' losing culture, Murray may need to play next to stars like Doncic and James to reach the next level. Hutton argued that the Kings may be tempted to part with Murray, whom they have yet to offer a contract extension. The Kings are in a tough spot after missing the playoffs for the second consecutive season. Looking for a consistent spark on offense, Sacramento could find Reaves to be the perfect option. Reaves would join a core headlined by Domantas Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine, who failed to lead the Kings past the 9th seed. In Sacramento, Reaves would be one of the feature scoring options offensively, while adding a much-needed mix of playmaking ability. Austin Reaves reportedly turned down a 4-year, $89 million extension from the Lakers this offseason with hopes of being paid around $30 million per season. He has previously expressed his desire to remain a Laker for life. I love the fans. I love the weather, love the golf. And obviously, the Lakers are the best organization in basketball, Reaves said at his June youth camp. I don't pay attention to the trade rumors. I keep my head down, work, and I feel like that's one of the reasons I'm where I'm at. Dalton Knecht under pressure with declining Lakers form. Dalton Knecht's path with the Los Angeles Lakers was expected to be straightforward. A first-round pick and one of the most polished scorers in his draft class, he entered the NBA with a reputation as a ready-made shooter who could stretch the floor. After a rookie season that showed flashes of promise, the hope was that he would build on that momentum this summer. Instead, his stock has been slipping fast. Since the collapse of trade talks that briefly put him on the market, Knecht's struggles have become increasingly difficult to ignore. His summer league performances were particularly concerning, recording just 10.3 points per game on 27.9% shooting overall, including a dismal 23.8% from three. He hit only 12 of 43 attempts from the field with 5 makes from beyond the arc. To make matters worse, he committed 9 turnovers against only 8 assists across 6 outings in Las Vegas and the California Classic. For a player drafted to provide shooting and poise, the sight of Knecht forcing shots, rushing plays, and failing to find rhythm has raised eyebrows within the organization. Typically, players of his pedigree use the Summer League's low-pressure environment to sharpen their games, with former Lakers such as Josh Hart and Kyle Kuzma being recent examples. Instead, Knecht's inconsistency has fueled questions about whether he can make the leap from intriguing rookie to reliable contributor, or if his time in the NBA could prove short-lived. Still, scouts and executives may not be jumping the gun like fans are. Summer League is notoriously disjointed, often more about individual showcases than team cohesion. NBA evaluators suggest his real test will come in training camp and preseason, where a handful of strong outings could quickly reset the narrative. The clock, however, is ticking. Knecht's rookie year was respectable, with 9.1 points per game on 37.6% shooting from 3 across 78 appearances, but the competition for minutes has only intensified. The Lakers' additions of defensive-minded veteran Marcus Smart and versatile wing Jake LaRavia leave less margin for error. If Knecht's shooting doesn't rebound soon, his value as a floor-spacing specialist will be questioned, particularly given his defensive limitations. His trade value has already slipped, shifting him from asset to potential liability in future deals. If his slump continues, a stint with the South Bay Lakers in the G League could be on the horizon. That might benefit his development, but it's a sobering possibility for a 24-year-old selected 17th overall. For Knecht, the mission is simple but urgent: rediscover his shooting stroke and prove he belongs. The Lakers still need his skill set, but in a league with little patience, another poor stretch could send his career drastically off course, to the point of no return. LeBron James is unquestionably stuck on the Lakers this season. Too pricey to pack. LeBron James is not going to get traded this season. It's not because teams would not want him, but because the math and the current situation just do not work. At $52.6 million, any team trying to land James would have to gut its roster to make the money match, leaving him in a worse spot than the one he is already in with the Los Angeles Lakers repping the purple and gold. LeBron's contract makes a trade nearly impossible. Jared Greenberg said, "The only way for him to be traded at the salary number that he's making is to rip apart a team he would go to, which then leaves him in a precarious situation once again, because it isn't any better than playing with Luka Doncic, a top 5 player in the league. That is the plain and simple truth. LeBron wants to play for a contender, but contenders will not be able to afford him without sacrificing the very thing that makes them competitive. Even if James goes back to the Cleveland Cavaliers to complete the storybook-ending option, the team would still have to make major sacrifices to bring him home. If a deal gets done, maybe Donovan Mitchell does not get dealt, maybe he will be able to form a duo with Braun, but with that being said, Greenberg does not buy the upgrade. Going to play in Cleveland at home, the friendly confines with Donovan Mitchell is not a better situation on the surface than playing with Luka Doncic in LA, he said. That statement is true. Doncic is a once-in-a-generation talent, and with his new look, he is poised to have an MVP year once again. So here we are. LeBron's 22nd All-Star appearance is behind him. He is clearly no longer the undisputed face of the franchise. And for the first time in his career, he will start the season on an expiring contract with no player options attached. The Lakers are still figuring themselves out, but they have made some great moves this offseason. If Doncic stays healthy, they have a real shot to make some noise in a loaded Western Conference. There is an opportunity here for LeBron to lean into something different. Not chasing the next super team or forcing a new storyline, but embracing the one he is already in. He is still in the mix, still in Los Angeles, and still capable of impacting winning at the highest level. LA Lakers coach reveals how LeBron James impacted Luka Doncic's transformation. Luka Doncic's body transformation has been the talk of the NBA world, and a Lakers coach has revealed LeBron James' influence. Luka Doncic has made waves this offseason after pictures and videos of his new, toned physique hit social media recently. The NBA superstar is showing that it's not just about the looks at Eurobasket with Slovenia, too, putting up monster individual performances despite the team's struggles. When Luka was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, many questioned how he would respond. Some figured that LeBron James's greatness could inspire Doncic, in turn, to get in the best shape he possibly can. And that seems to have come true, with assistant coach Greg St. Jean saying as much. "You know what? I always find this, iron sharpens iron," St. Jean told Basket News. "When you're around really good players, you can't help but be motivated to continue to get better at your craft. I think Luka's learned a little bit from every great player he's been around. And I know he's always looked up to LeBron," the coach added. "He's always been somebody he's really admired. So I think having those two together is obviously motivating. I think LeBron, you can see, is working really hard as well. He's up at 5 a.m., and he's working on his body as well. I think everybody's motivated to come back and have a really good season." James' longevity has been largely attributed to how well the King manages his body and conditioning. The fact that he can still be an all-star at 40 years old is a testament to his hard work. Luka, following in his footsteps, should ring alarm bells for the rest of the league. The Slovenian was an MVP candidate and went to the finals while still not being at his best physically. If he's truly on that LeBron routine, multiple MVPs and championships aren't an impossible prospect. Lakers former phenom is leaving the NBA to sign a contract in Turkey with EuroLeague champs. The EuroLeague champions just got an infusion of former Los Angeles Lakers talent. Talon Horton-Tucker is signing with Fenerbahce, a team based in Istanbul, Turkey. This comes after 6 seasons in the NBA for Horton-Tucker, who is just 24 years old. He was drafted 46th overall in the 2019 NBA draft by the Magic but was sent to the Lakers, where he made his NBA debut in the 2019-20 season. He began to show his talent the following year, when he averaged 20 minutes per game while putting up 9.0 points, 2.8 assists, 2.6 rebounds and 1.0 steals per game. THT, at his youthful age and with a lot of length and skill, immediately captured the imaginations of many basketball fans. He seemed like the type of player who, if utilized correctly and coached well, could become a star. Horton-Tucker went on to average double-figure scoring in his 3rd, 4th and 5th seasons in the NBA. He moved to Utah for his 4th season and was with the Jazz for 2 campaigns. This past winter, Horton-Tucker was with his hometown Chicago Bulls, where he played just 12.5 minutes per night. As it turns out, Horton-Tucker never became much of a three-point shooter, a bad outcome for a perimeter player in the modern NBA. It's a bit surprising that he's leaving the league now, though, and also a bit odd that it took this long for such a deal to materialize, but maybe it was in the works for a while. Horton-Tucker will still have plenty of time to come back to the NBA if he wants to, with him surely hoping to prove he can be a leader for a European powerhouse. THT won a ring with the Lakers in the bubble in 2020, but at least for now, his NBA career is on hold as he heads across the Atlantic. Pau Gasol, super excited for Lakers season with Luka Doncic leading way. The Los Angeles Lakers have essentially always been led by one of the NBA's superstar players. From Jerry West, to Magic Johnson, to Kobe Bryant, to LeBron James, a superstar in purple and gold was a regular sight. But Luka Doncic represents one of the first Lakers superstars to hail from Europe. The Slovenian megastar joins Pau Gasol in that regard. Gasol was the first true Lakers star from Europe. The Spaniard was traded from the Memphis Grizzlies to the Lakers at the trade deadline in 2008, and he proceeded to lead, alongside Bryant, LA to 3 consecutive NBA Finals appearances and 2 championships. Gasol's number 16 jersey now hangs in the rafters next to Bryant's. In 2025, the Lakers made a familiar move, acquiring Doncic in a shocking deal at the deadline to massively improve LA's championship odds. And Gasol, while sitting courtside at an LA Sparks game, spoke about his excitement to have Luka in town, via Spectrum Sportsnet. "It's great. Obviously, we were all thrilled, shocked, and excited last season when the trade happened. It's great to have Luka in a Lakers uniform and having the anchor for the next many years to come. Super excited for the team, seeing how we can take advantage of the team right now and try to have another run at it. Gasol is a Laker for life, meaning their trade for Doncic was a win for him as well. Beyond just extending the Lakers' championship window for years to come and bringing one of the best players in the league to Los Angeles, it gives LA another European superstar to carry on Gasol's legacy. The Lakers' Hall of Famer is surely going to be a regularly seen figure around the team in big moments over the next generation of LA basketball, and Luka will be at the forefront of that.